In this video, I want to talk to you about optional presser feet that's compatible with the Juki TL series. There's several presser feet going to be compatible with your machine. This machine is straight stitch only, so you do need a high shank style presser foot. And the number one question we get asked, what type of 1/4 inch seam allowance feet? Because this is the number one purpose for this particular machine. Now, this particular 1/4 inch foot does have a guide built onto it, and you're able to achieve that perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. So for piecing and doing your 1/4 inch, this is the optimal foot to use for it. Basically, all we do, just let the presser foot down. We're going to use this guide here for our 1/4 inch seam. Just rest the fabric up against it, and your speed level and comfort level. You may need to adjust your pressure that's pressing down onto the presser foot, but I like to use my hand right here to keep the fabric straight as I'm sewing right along. Just for demonstration purposes, I have my machine cut down the speed to the lowest level. Now I've achieved that perfect 1/4 inch seam. Now this foot I have on the machine is the regular 1/4 inch hinged foot. If you'll notice, I can move it. There's a spring in the back, so if I go over a seam, it gives me a little bit greater flexibility on the fabrics. So as I lower my presser foot, I can use the edge of the foot to achieve the 1/4 inch mark. There are lines on the needle plate that I can use to help achieve my 1/4 inch. And keep a steady hand to keep your fabric straight. Now all I do is just drop the feed dogs and move those out of the way. I get my favorite ruler, rest right up against, lower the presser foot, and now I'm able to move the fabric and go down the length of this ruler, so I get a certain seam allowance, or if you're using a different type of ruler that has a pattern into it, wavy pattern or a straight edge, I'm able to achieve that really easily. And this is the stippling foot where we have the open toe toward the side. There's times when we may be wanting to do free motion from the front of the machine or from the side of the machine. The open toe here does allow me and give me more visibility. It's all industrial foot, all metal. We can easily see what we're doing. So if I'm doing my free motion, I can keep the hands on the fabric and see what I'm doing as I'm doing my free motion work. Here I have the free motion foot where it's open in the front, so I can see what I'm doing when I'm doing my free motion stippling, because I have greater visibility with the front cut out. Now this is the Echo quilting foot. You'll notice at the very top here we have a dial that I can raise and lower the position of my quilt foot. It has the big clear plastic see-through head on it, so I'm able to see what I'm doing at any given time. The grid markings helps give me reference points for doing the free motion.